Governor General, Excellency Dame Louise Leytak, Mr. Prime Minister, the Honorable Dr. Baldwin Spencer, dignitaries on the high table, dignitaries in the audience, friends all. You know, it's a truly wonderful day that we are here today to celebrate something as profound as this, the groundbreaking of a new cancer center. You know, there are not many things that move me, but this is one of the things that really does. You know, because as a cancer physician, it's all about giving the best care to our patients, being able to give that best care. I don't think there's one person in this room who has not been touched in some way with cancer. I don't think anyone could say cancer has not affected my family. It certainly has affected mine, and I'm sure many of us can attest to that. I remember when I was at Cambridge and I graduated in medicine, and I looked at all the things that I could do. And I said, you know, I want to go into cancer medicine. And people wince and say, why don't you do obstetrics and gynecology, or even like my partner, cardiology? It's all fairly acceptable medicine. But at the time, in the early 70s, going into cancer was thought of, why do you want to treat patients who will die? And I said, because many will survive. And as I go through my career, I have seen that. I remember when I started, yes, cancer was a death sentence. It isn't today. It really isn't. You heard the statistics with education, with prevention, and with quality treatment. Cancer is becoming a chronic disease. So it's really a privilege when I'm at a place like this, where we are developing a cancer center. I want to talk a little bit about not so much the building, but what goes inside a cancer center. And what goes inside has to be of superb international quality. I would not develop any cancer center anywhere unless we could attest hand on heart and say, we can give you the same treatment as you could get in Canada, the UK, or the United States. Because that's what our citizenry deserves. And unless we can do that, we should not start. So how have we started? Well, about 2 years ago, we started the process with this hospital of understanding the cancer burden here. I, proud holder of an Antigua and Barbuda medical license, started to actually see patients right here in the hospital. We have been able to recruit an oncologist, and over the last year, that individual has been working with this institution whilst we have been trying to understand the cancer burden. We have put on a series of public lectures. In fact, tonight at 7 o'clock, this is a little micro ad, I will be giving a lecture here on cancer, all you want to know but were afraid to ask, and we'll be talking as a general public lecture, because it is true that if we understand cancers, if we understand how we look after our bodies, when we have our screening, when we have our mammograms, yes men, when we have our digital rectal exams and our PSA tests, we can reduce the burden of cancer. But at the end of the day, for those patients that cannot have their cancers prevented, that cannot be screened, we do know that we have to have the best of quality. When we developed the center in the Bahamas, one of the first things that we needed to do was to assure that it met international standards. And I can say, as of today, it is one of only 2 centers worldwide outside the continental North America that holds the coveted American College of Radiation Oncology accreditation, which attests that the quality is the same as would happen in South Florida or in Minnesota or any other place. That is what we are going to achieve right here in Antigua. I want to be able to say that if my family developed a cancer, if your family developed a cancer, or if I developed a cancer, I would be proud to be treated in this facility. I would, of course, have to find a good doctor if it wasn't me. But, but no, it is something that we have to believe in. And I want to also extend my thanks to the Prime Minister, because the Prime Minister's vision really pushed this forward. I have been involved with many centres that have not moved ahead because they didn't get the political buy-in, or in fact, minor political issues caused the Cancer Centre to take more time. I will say, Prime Minister, you steered us and you kept us going. Thank you so much, sir. Financing a cancer centre in the Caribbean or in Africa, where I originally came from, can sometimes be difficult. But I also want to send my very best thanks to Gordon Balser, who is sitting behind. Gordon, stand up for a second so we can see you. Who is the president of MEI, a company in the United States that I happen to serve on the board of directors of. And Gordon was instrumental in putting together the financing, the package, the building that means that we will have a centre here. And Gordon, even though there were a lot of naysayers in your company, I'm glad that you stepped to the plate. And it will be a reality, because I did hear some information from him earlier today that the machine is being shipped from London next Monday. And once it's on board the boat, it can't be stopped. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a sort of saying that our goal is to make cancer fail. Our goal is to be able to say cancer is a thing of the past. I don't know if we'll ever be able to do that, but what I want to know, that anybody who has a chance of being cured will be cured in the facility here. And that our morbidity of this 1,000 odd OECS patients that have cancer and are diagnosed every year, their mortality, their outcomes will be no different from anywhere else. We will be able to give them the best. And I know that with your support, we will. My colleagues, thank you very much for being part of this and for allowing me to be part of your medical community. Thank you.